This is Waco Tanks from Clout Gaming, here with some intermediate clashing. So I've been having a little bit of trouble with tanks recently, especially with giants, and some trouble with golems. So I thought, well, why don't I put together an anti-golem video and just kind of get some of my thoughts collected. You're going to see a really poor opening by me. I sometimes like to start with an ice spirit at the bridge and just sort of get a little bit of chip damage if they don't respond. But I accidentally put the skeletons where I wanted the ice spirit. Not a mistap, I just played poorly. You see me go quite aggressively against the Night Witch there. I wanted to get rid of her quickly so the bats didn't build up. I don't have a whole lot of anti-air, so I fireball logged her. Then I was a little surprised at this Mega Minion, and this makes me think, okay, with the combination of that Mega Minion, kind of a weak response to the Hog, and this Elixir Collector, I'm thinking this is probably a Golem deck. Now, right here, this is too early to be playing the Golem, but I think what he's done is he's kind of made me damage one tower, and he hopes that I'm going to keep going after that tower, allowing him to build up a big counter push. So, in order to avoid falling into that trap, I push the opposite lane. You see me sending the Hog down the left lane, and then putting a relatively light defensive group together with the Ice Spirit, the Knight. And you're going to see me use the archers to mitigate the damage from that Night Witch, but this is really pretty much a tower. I don't know how I could have played that much differently. Feel free to comment below if you could have stopped that tower from coming down. Anyway, I've got considerable damage on both towers and a little bit of an elixir advantage, so I come in and, well, elixir and board advantage if you count the archers. I come in and nearly finish off that right-hand tower. Now you might wonder why I fireballed the left tower, but that's because I've decided that the right-hand tower is mine regardless of what happens. That's fine, except, you know, those times when you think you've got a tower because you've almost got it and you forget to finish it before the round ends. But now, I'm actually looking okay. If I can finish off that right-hand tower with some chip damage, I'm ahead on the left-hand tower, which allows me to make, you know, whatever sort of defensive troops I put together should be able to counter-push pretty hard on the left-hand side. At least that's what I'm thinking. Now, I intentionally cycled through to get that second cannon in there, if you saw that. And that slows down his golem. There's kind of a lot of chaos here with just my archers going in there, knights to defend, to distract. But you see, I really didn't take much tower damage, and now this is bad. When you're using a pump to distract the Hog, you know it's desperate. And he maybe thought there's a little bit less time on the clock, but that's just bad, sacrificing a pump like that. So now I'm feeling pretty confident. I know that I can get to his tower before he can get to mine with that big slow golem push. So it's all but over now. I think I have to maybe cycle through to another fireball. But other than that, it's game. So you see that the big idea here was my opponent used this sort of bait and switch thing, where he was hoping that, you know, he kind of let me damage a tower and was hoping that I would go after that tower, but so that's why he played his golem kind of early, just at the 2-minute mark instead of waiting for 1 minute. But I didn't fall into his trap, and I ended up taking both towers. Kind of nice. So this is a similar, you know, this is again a golem deck, but different support troops. This is again Golem Lightning, but this time, you know, this is just a strange troop composition. I hadn't seen anything like this for a while. Maybe it's not strange to you. You see me pushing with Hog kind of early. I don't really know what kind of deck I'm up against yet, so I know that Hog tends to not do so well in the late game, so with Hog I typically want to get most of my damage in the early game. You know, cycling Elixir quickly, that's got a bigger advantage early game. Now you see me waiting here. I don't know exactly what my opponent has, but Knight is almost never a bad play. It's kind of like a Silver in Dominion, you know, if you've ever played that. Now when I see his Golem, again I think he's playing this Golem a little bit preemptively. I drop my Knight as some mild defense, but I'm really focusing on that left-hand push. Now he spends a zap, and you notice that for his 2, he didn't quite get that Ice Spirit knocked out, but it ended up sort of nullifying it. Now with these minions, my archers are okay, but that mini P.E.K.K.A is going to come in and do some damage. So I get really lucky with this log here. Just happens to push that mini P.E.K.K.A away. You know, if he had gotten that mini P.E.K.K.A in and knocked on my tower with the mini P.E.K.K.A, that would have been some considerable damage. So that was some sort of nice, lucky timing there. Again, if you're running a Golem deck, I don't recommend attacking with the Golem so early, because if you just look at the board right now, I'm significantly ahead. It's not insurmountable for my opponent, but I'm significantly ahead, and it's largely because he attacked with the Golem too early. Now I can do a pretty lazy defense here. Just basically cycle with those skeletons, doing a little bit of chip damage on the Golem, and that's a pretty nice attack. I really do like that lightning attack. I didn't see it coming. It's probably bad on my part, but you can see that because I have such a light deck, I can still really dance around his attacks. I can distract the mini P.E.K.K.A, tank those goblins, tank the minions, and now I have 4 archers going on one side, and all I have to do is get in one swing from my hog on the other side. So this is all but over. I really just have to keep his Golem from getting to my tower in the next 13 seconds. You know, fireball his wizard, make sure that he doesn't get any big pushes in. And so I haven't been. I've been playing a lot of music recently. If you notice, I haven't been posting as many videos. Been playing a lot of music and recording music, so I'll try to post some links. I wanted to finish up here with just one cute little slow motion ending of this. I kind of misplayed this, but I got a lucky ending here. Look at, I'm about to lose that 3rd tower, and the log saves me in the end. Anyways, thanks for watching.